Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayana Namaskritya.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam.
Tato Jayam Udirayat
Tato Jayam Udirayat.
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavate Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktiri Bhavati Nayistiki
Bhaktir Bhavati Nayashtiki.
Ishvara Parama Krishna
Ishvara Parama Krishna.
Satchidananda Vigraha
Satchidananda Vigraha.
Nadiradir Govinda
Nadiradir Govinda.
Sarvakarana Karanam
Sarvakarana Karanam.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha.
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Kararavinde Napadaravindam
Paravinde Naparavindam.
Mukaravinde Viniveshayantam
Paravinde Vinivishayantam.
Vatasya Patra Sapute Shayanam
Patashyapatra Shapate Shayanam.
Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami
Balamukundam Manasa Smarami.
Hare Krishna. So we have completed 21st shloka, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Can you read the translation, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 4th Canto, 30th chapter, verse number 21. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
The great sage Maitreya said, after the personality of Godhead spoke thus, the Prachetas began to offer him prayers. The Lord is the bestower of all success in life and is a supreme benefactor. He is also the supreme friend who takes away all miserable conditions experienced by a devotee. In a faltering voice, due to ecstasy, the Prachetas began to offer prayers. They were purified by the presence of the Lord who was before them face to face. So in this verse, Prabhupada is describing about the Supreme Lord, who is known as Purushartha Bhajanam, the bestower of the ultimate goal of life. So the Prachetas who received the mercy of the Supreme Lord were relieved of any contaminations of the material modes of nature. Similarly, any devotee who chants and hears about the name of the Lord, which the name of the Lord and the Lord himself are the same, becomes purified and is relieved of any material contamination. So the Prachetas were fortunate because the Lord directly came in face to face in front of them, and thereby all their unhappiness were vanquished. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Here's the next slok, huh?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. There is today Gopal Bhatta Goswami appearance day, Prabhu.
Oh, really? Can we? Oh my gosh. Let's do that. Do you have
Yeah,
the
I posted
link?
a link already. Yeah, I already posted,
Oh,
Prabhu, yesterday.
okay, let's go there. Gopal Bhatta Goswami, my dearest. I'll tell the story about Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Oh yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. I didn't see it. Sorry, it's my bad. Let's click on that link. ISKCON Desire Tree. Oh, okay. Everybody is there?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji, for reading that translation. Okay. So, yeah. Ravi Prabhuji can start reading this Gopal Bhatta Goswami.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gopal
Yeah.
Bhatta Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
Yeah.
The all-merciful Lord Sri Gaur Hari, as he traveled from village to village throughout the south of India, continued to distribute love of Godhead wherever he went. Hearing the nectarian names of Hari from his lotus mouth, thousands and thousands men and women felt relief from the blazing fire of material existence. Various wretched, miserable, and fallen souls' lives were completely rejuvenated, and thus they became virtuous and happy, while causing rains and of love of God to fall anywhere and everywhere without consideration of time or place. Sri Gaura Sundar came to the ancient holy place of Sri Ranga Kshetra on an island in the middle of the Kaveri River.
So this is the beautiful story that when Mahaprabhu was visiting South India, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in the South India, he touched so many lives. He met Ramananda Roy in the Godavari place. Then he went to South India, Srirangapatanam, Rangakshetra, and there is a devotee called Venkata Bhatta, the Gopal Bhatta Goswami father is Venkata Bhatta. He met and he stayed for 1 month in their house. Then Venkata Bhatta's son is Gopal Bhatta Goswami. He was attracted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then that's how it started. And I'll give more. I love Gopal Bhatta Goswami. You all know that. How many of you went to Vrindavan? There is a Radharaman temple, right? Radharaman temple. Radharamanji self-manifested Radharaman from Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Story is there. I'll tell that story nicely, how Radharaman temple manifested. Okay? Yeah. Thanks, Ravi Prabhuji, for reading. Let me see. I'll give chance to everyone. Mataji, Lina Mata, you want to read a few lines?
Yeah, Prabhu, I will read them. So,
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada, Hare Krishna, everybody. The temple of Sri Raga Kestra was extremely large. The crest of the temple tower pierced the sky. Throughout the day and night, hundreds and thousands of pilgrims were going and coming to take darshan of Lord Raghunath.
Ranganath.
Ranganatha. The temple hall resounded with the sound of hundreds and thousands of Brahmas chanting Vedic hymns. In the midst of this scene, from Kunta entered Sri Gaura Sundar, chanting the names of Krishna in his sweet voice that defeated the voice of 10 million Gaudavas. Everyone, Gandharvas, everyone in the temple became dumbstruck, amazed, and thrilled with wonder. What unprecedented beauty! His body engulfness second
Effulgence.
effulgence makes molten gold appeared lackluster. From his eyes, which are like the full brown petal of a lotus flower, trickle down tears of ecstasy, love.
Ecstatic love. You stop there,
Es-
Mataji.
Okay,
Ecstatic love.
ecstatic love.
Mm.
Yes, so in this I understand that there was this temple, this huge temple that towers up into the sky. And this temple was Sri Raga Kestra
Chandrakshetra.
and Kestra, okay. And throughout the day there are thousands and hundreds of pilgrims who seems to come here to take darshan for Lord Ragnatha. The temple is surrounded by thousands and hundreds of Brahmins chanting Vedic hymns, and it seems to be having a very enlightened time here, and everybody seems to be in a good, loving, ecstatic, loving situation because of these hymns and all this. It was very, I guess, the darshan and everything was very enlightened to them.
Right.
Yeah, probably, I think.
I think it
Yeah.
looks like when that Hoingansh Mahaprabhu entered into the Ranganatha temple, right? Boiled effulgence makes molten gold appear like crystal. From his eyes, which are like the full-blown petals of a lotus flower, trickle down tears of ecstatic love. So that's what Mahaprabhu entered into this. Looks like Sri Ranganatha temple. Okay. Ravi Prabhuji, you already read, right? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji, I already read.
By Abhay Prabhuji can read a few lines.
Srila Prabhupada, sure Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ji ki jai.
Yeah.
Every limb, every part of his body was filled with such exquisite grace that even the mind of Cupid gets stolen away. The Brahmanas began to consider he is a demigod. Can such symptoms and emotions be found in human beings? Again, resounding the halls with the transcendental vibration of Sri Hari's name, when he came before the deity and fell down as a tree is blown down by the wind, some people thought that a mountain of gold was rolling on the ground. Sri Venkata Bhatta, seeing this divine personage, became restless with ecstasy. His heart being flooded with devotion, he got up and began to move the crowds away so that the Lord could engage in chanting and dancing. When the Lord had regained his external consciousness after engaging Sankirtan, Venkata Bhatta approached him and took the dust off his lotus feet. Mahaprabhu gazed towards him and saying, Krishna, Krishna, embraced him firmly. Sri Venkata Bhatta invited Mahaprabhu to come to his house, and having brought him there, very reverently washed his lotus feet, and along with the other family members, he drank the water. Sri Bhattaji's house became filled with joy.
And this is in history, I think, and I was told, right? Mahaprabhu visiting the South India. Then he visited temple from there. Venkata Bhatta, who is the father of Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he invited Mahaprabhu. Then he stayed there. I think he stayed more than a month or something like that. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay. Vishaka Mata, you can read next, please.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada ji, Mahaprabhu came to Rangakshetra in the Christian year 1511. Venkata Bhatta had two brothers, Tirumala Bhatta and Prabodhana Saraswati.
Prabodhananda Saraswati.
Prabodhananda Saraswati. They all belong to the Ramanuja Sampradaya, and Prabodhananda Saraswati was a three-dandi sannyasi of that order. Venkata had a son named Gopal, who was then just a child. When the boy came to offer his obeisances at the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu, picked him up and very affectionately seated him in his lap. Mahaprabhu would call Gopal after he had finished his meal and offer his remnants to the boy. In this way, he prepared him for the position of Acharya.
Acharya. Anybody else left on the call who wants to read? Kamakshi Mataji, want to read a few lines? Okay.
Prabhuji, I can read, Prabhuji.
Okay, read.
Yes, Prabhuji. Text by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ji ki jai.
Yeah.
Okay.
After remaining at Venkata Bhatta's house during the 4 months of the rainy season, Chaturmasya, Mahaprabhu prepared to continue his journey of the south. Venkata Bhatta house began to ebb in a tide of tears in anticipation of his departure. Gopal fell at his lotus feet in a dead faint. Therefore, Mahaprabhu remained for a couple of more days in order to console the boy. Being pleased with Gopal Bhatta Goswami's sincere service and devotion, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu initiated him and ordered him to move to Vrindavana after the disappearance of his parents and perform bhajan and write. He instructed him to serve his mother and father and always engage in chanting Krishna's glory and thereafter to come to Vrindavana. Hare
So
Krishna Prabhuji.
that's how when Mahaprabhu visited Venkatapura in South India, he stayed there, Chaturmasya, and boy attracted to Mahaprabhu, this Gopal Bhatta, and he initiated and he was instructions from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bimal Prabhu, are you available? Let me see. Who else on the call did not read yet? Want to read? Anybody else? Somebody saying something, but I'm not able to hear.
I can read, Prabhuji.
Who is that?
Manu.
He already read, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he can read. Go ahead. 2 lines.
Text by Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
Very quickly, Gopal became expert in grammar, poetry, and rhetoric, and then began studies of Vedanta. His uncle, Prabodhananda, specifically began to instruct him from the devotional scriptures, Bhakti Shastra. Gopal Bhatta always remained thinking of the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu and when he might again be able to meet him. At the same time, however, he couldn't leave his aged mother and father. Finally, having reached their final days, they called their son Gopal and instructed him to go to the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu's in Vrindavan. Then, while meditating on his lotus feet themselves, they went to join him in his eternal Leela. Hare Krishna.
You can read next 2 paragraphs small.
At the age of 30, Gopal Bhatta Goswami came to Vrindavan, and having missed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this saddened him. Thus Gopal set out for Vrindavan, and when he arrived there, Rupa Goswami immediately sent word to Mahaprabhu to inform him of Gopal's arrival there.
Oh, beautiful. So Rupa Sanatana already there. So then they did this. Right? So beautiful. So, okay. Anybody else did not read yet? Okay, I'll read few lines. Translation of Prabhupada ki jai. Mahaprabhu had previously indicated to Rupa and Sanatana that Gopal Bhatta would one day come there to Vrindavan. So upon his arrival, they treated him with the same care and affection they would their own brother. They immediately became lifelong companions. However, all the knowing Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu received word that Gopal Bhatta had come to Vrindavan, was very pleased and sent with that message with the Lord's personal wooden sitting plank, hawk, which he had used along with a pair of his undergarments and one of his upper cloth, Uttara or Chadar. Having received these gifts, Gopal Bhatta was in ecstasy and he worshipped them as the prasada, Sadiya of Mahaprabhu. When he would worship his deities, he would sit on the wooden plank. This Piri wooden seat and Mahaprabhu's clothes are still being worshipped at Radharaman Mandir. Wow. So I say, what is that? When he would worship his deities, he would sit on that wooden plank. This very wooden seat and Mahaprabhu's clothes are still being worshipped at the Radharaman Mandir, Mandir. Gopal Bhatta, like Rupa and Sanatana, had no fixed residence and would spend the night in various kunjas, forest groves. He spent his time studying the scriptures and composing various literatures. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's disappearance, Gopal Bhatta felt intense separation from the Lord. To relieve his devotee, the Lord instructed Gopal Bhatta in a dream, if you want my darshan, then make a trip to Nepal. Yeah, this is beautiful. That's what I'm thought of explaining to you guys, okay? So what happens? Yeah, let us read this. So Mahaprabhu, when Gopal Bhatta came, after some time Mahaprabhu left his body, right? Mahaprabhu disappeared from this world. And Gopal Bhatta was very deeply separated from Mahaprabhu. Then he came in the dream and it tells, go to Nepal. This is beautiful. In Nepal, Gopal Bhatta bathed in the famous Kali Gandaki river. Okay, where we get the Shaligram Shilas, right? Gandaki river. You know the Shaligram Shilas, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Shaligram Shilas are basically in Gandaki river, there's special worms. They make the Shilas like Krishna, Shiva, Balram, etc. So, upon dipping his water pot in the river, he was surprised to see several Shaligram Shilas enter his pot. He dropped the Shalis back into the river, but the Shalis re-entered his pot when he refilled it. Look at that. This when Mahaprabhu advised him to go to this Gandaki river, Nepal, and he put his lota, then he's getting all Shaligram Shilas into that. He threw them, but they all refilled again. After emptying and refilling his water pot for the third time, Gopal Bhatta Goswami found 12 Shaligram Shilas sitting there. Thinking this must be the Lord's mercy, he kept all the Shilas and returned to Vrindavan. Then Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami used to worship 12 Shaligram Shilas. Whenever he would go, he would bring them with him in a piece of cloth tied at the corner. You might have seen some of the Maharajas to come to our temple. They bring Shaligram Shilas. Did anybody see that?
Even Govardhan Prabhuji, like Gopal Goswami Maharaj, also having many Saligram.
Yeah, I know. Gopal. But even other Vaishnavas who come to our temple, one or two bring their Shaligram Shilas. Because they carry wherever. It's very easy to worship them. Even our Vinapani Mataji has two. Right? So these Shaligram Shilas like as good as having Supreme Lord with us. Okay. So one day, a wealthy man, Seth, came to Vrindavan and offered Gopal Bhatta a variety of clothing and ornaments for his shaligrams. Being very impressed with the Goswami, he wanted his darshan and to render some service, which he presented in the form of some valuables, clothes, and ornaments. However, Gopal Bhatta couldn't use these for his round-shaped shaligrams. So he advised the donor to give the deity uh, decorations to someone else. But the Seth insisted. Gopal Bhatta kept the clothes and ornaments with his shilas. While Gopal Bhatta Goswami was absorbed in remembering how the half-man, half-lion form of Supreme Lord had manifested from the pillar in Hiranyakashipu's palace, he prayed in transcendental lamentation to the Lord, O my Lord, you are very merciful and always fulfill the desires of your devotees. I wish to serve you in your form, having arms and legs and blissful smiling face with lotus eyes. If I had deity, then I would be able to decorate him so nicely with these clothes and ornaments. I'll stop here. So basically, the Leela we are reading, the person comes and gives clothes. Then he says, how can I wear these clothes to Shila? Shilas are like a stones, right? Even in the temple, somebody brings Shaligram Shila, it's just a stone. For that stone, they put a face, nose, and they paint it nicely so they look like a person, Shaligram Shilas, right? I think you have one or two at home, right, Jagadhim Prabhu?
Sorry, Prabhuji?
You have Shaligram Shilas, one or two, right?
Yeah. No,
Mahaprabhu, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, Shaligram Shilas.
yeah, Prabhuji, I have all.
I have
In the
all.
photo forms, yeah.
How many you have?
In the picture form, I have almost 9 or 10.
No, you have real ones.
No real one.
Oh,
I
okay.
have just picture.
You have picture. Okay. You can post that picture maybe sometime here for people.
Yeah,
to
sure.
see. So those are the Shaligram Shilas. So when he was cannot able to dress them because they're Shilas. Then he deeply meditated. How can I dress you like this? By the time, okay, I think I don't want to reveal the secret. Jagadisima, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can read.
Yeah, read in the next.
Prabhuji, I have a question, Prabhuji.
Let us finish this one. It will take later.
Okay, Prabhuji, sure.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Holiness Gopal Bhatta Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
Yeah.
In the evening, he said, right? In the
Yeah.
evening? Yeah. In the evening, after offering some bhoga and erotica to his Saligram Sila, Gopal Bhatt put them to rest, covering them with a wicker basket. Late in the night, Gopal Bhatt took a little rest and then, in the early morning, went to take a bath in the Yamuna river. Returning from his bath, he uncovered the saligrams in order to render the puja for them, and saw amongst them a deity of Krishna playing the flute. There were now 11 Silas, and this deity, the Damodar Shila, had manifested as the beautiful threefold bending form of Tribhangada Krishna. Floating in the ocean of ecstasy, he fell to the ground in order to offer his dandavat and then recited various prayers and hymns. This wonderful event of the appearance day of Radha Raman happened on the day after Sri Narsingh Chaturdasi and is celebrated on that day accordingly. That day they offer 500 liters of milk for the Lord's pleasure and many other sweets and different things. The Radharaman temple has the highest standard of deity worship in all of Braj.
That's beautiful. That's
Should I
how
read it?
Radharaman, yeah, Radharaman Shila manifested. So the Radharamanji which we have now in Vrindavan is self-manifested. How beautiful that is. Out of his bhakti, he wanted to dress them, the dresses. How can I dress you for this stone? Why don't you become like this one? Immediately, God, he himself manifested. See, that is the story of Radharaman temple. Gopal, if you are you can go next, there's the Gopal Bhatta Goswami Samadhi is also there.
Very
So beautiful.
beautiful temple is still there.
Yeah. And then in the night you go, one person I heard, last 20 years is coming, 8 o'clock he comes and he plays the flute all the time before he goes to bed. So many things that the Radharaman temple Goswami, we met him last time when we went there. He took us inside actually. Such a beautiful way. See how this is what bhakti. We think, hey, bhakti is this, that, but look at the Goswamis of Vrindavan, their dedication, their bhakti, how Shilas manifested at the Radharaman temple. These are the evidences for us. Hey, bhakti is not something mundane. Bhakti is a spiritual process, and they achieved it. Right? Stone becoming self-manifesting as Tribangi form of Radharaman. How beautiful that is. Hearing these stories, actually, for me, like tears comes and my hair stands on the body. We can also have the same opportunity what Goswamis have. Prabhupada has given all that information and insights to how to achieve that. Okay? Yeah. Any volunteer next? We have some more time.
I can read, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, Srila Prabhupada is there.
Jai.
When Rupa and Sanatana Goswamis, as well as any other devotees, received news of this miraculous event, they came running to see the Lord. Gazing on the Lord's transcendental form, which bewildered all the living entities of the many various planets, they all bathed him with their tears. This deity, whom the Goswamis named Sri Radha Raman Deva, made his appearance on the full moon day of Vaishaka in the year 1542, except for Vrinda Devi. Sri Radha Ramanji is the only one of the original deities of Vrindavan who never left to go to Jaipur. Sri Radha Ramanji is still being worshipped in Vrindavan near Nidhuban Kunj in the compound of the temple.
Yeah, that is the way temple located. So Prabhupada explaining their writing is that when the Aurangzeb time, Aurangzeb was destructing all Hindu temples. At that time, see, for example, if you go to Jaipur, right? I visited Jaipur. Rather, there are three places in Jaipur. In the Jaipur main city, we have Radha Govind Jay, and Sri, what is that? Sri Jaya Radha Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan. Sri Govinda Gopinath Madanamohan. Govinda Gopinath Madanamohan. Govinda Gopinath in Jaipur. I visited those two temples. Beautiful temples. Okay. And Madan Mohan is in Karoli. So that's about 2 hours drive from there. I didn't go there. So there is they say that if we visit these three temples in Jaipur one day, Karol, Radha Madan Mohan, and Radha Govinda, and Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govinda, and Radha Gopinath. These three temples, if we visit in one day, that is equivalent to going to the spiritual world, it seems. Okay, so these are some of the, when you hear these things now, especially Jaipur, beautiful city. In Aurangzeb time, all these deities were taken to Jaipur. The Jaipur king was so powerful, he protected all the deities. So Vrindavan, but except Radharaman deity, except Vrinda Devi, Sri Radharaman is the only original deities in Vrindavan who never left to the Jaipur. Because Jaipur king, they took all the, if you go to Karoli, we have a Radha Madan Mohan temple, deities are there. And Radha Govindji in the main city Jaipur. If you say Radha Govindji's temple, everybody will take you to the temple. Radha Govinda and Govinda Gopinath temple also. From Radha Govinda temple, Gopinath temple is about 2 or 3 miles. You can go in the rickshaw. Such beautiful prayers goes on, and especially Radha Govinda open, so many people waiting outside. We have to visit these temples when we go to India. We just go to Bombay, Calcutta, here and there, but these are the places when you go, you see the Goswamis and how our ancient culture moved from Aurangzeb time, and how these deities responded to Goswamis. It is mind-boggling, actually, when you look at these things. Mind-boggling. Because these are real things happened. But when I heard first time, several years back, about Gopal Bhatta Goswami's experience with the deity, then I was, oh my gosh, what a ecstatic moment, these things. The Shaligram Shila manifesting as a Radharaman, Trivangi form. And mundane people, if you tell, they don't trust it. Kuch lagaya, aisa bol ke bolta. No, it's not that. Self-manifested. That means that much power our Goswamis of Vrindavan, that much bhakti they had. Right? That's how it. Okay, one more volunteer to read some.
Actually, Gopal, Jaipur is called mini Vrindavan also.
Yeah. Such a I really just I went 3 years back when Harni got engaged there in near Delhi. We visited all the because they went for what is that photo shoot in Jaipur. Ravi and Harni, my daughter and husband. So we went to photo shoot and we stayed in the hotel. They all came. We visited all the temples, of course. It was such a beautiful temples. Radha Govinda. If you tell anyone go with Radha Govinda temple, they take immediately there. And when I went to the Radha Gopinath is there, oh my gosh, the Braj lady is there. They're doing such a wonderful kirtan. They're playing Mridanga. That ladies, they're singing such a beautiful songs to please Gopinath. Such a, I mean, it's such a what a ecstatic moments of life. And this, I could not visit Karol. Yeah, I think when they went Yatra in 2007, they went all 3 places in one day. My wife went at that point to Yatra in 2007 with Prabhu. All these people went there in those days. I'm just giving examples. I'm not trying to boast it. We have to make these tours. Okay, I'm near Vrindavan. I'll go to Vrindavan, come back. No, we have to go to Mayapur. See the ecstatic symptoms of Mayapur and Jagannath Puri. We have to visit all the places as a devotees. Oh, because when you say, okay, I'm just go to Vrindavan, it's next to me, means you're looking at convenience. Bhakti is not about convenience. Bhakti is about dedication. Wherever Lord is there, we have to visit his dhams. Mayapur is a beautiful, beautiful place. Right, Ravi Prabhu? You visited last time?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Such a beautiful place, Mayapur. Very few people visit Mayapur. No, you have to dedicate that time and place and go to see and look at these leelas.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I didn't visit Mayapur. I visited Dwarka last time, and before that, I went to Jagannath.
Oh, okay. That's the first Vaishnava has to go to Mayapur to get the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Then every other place has to be gone. Right? So that's how it is. Okay. Anyway, we'll stop here. Please finish this one at your leisure time today. It's a very big. Some more lines are there. So this is the story of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Thank you, Bimal Prabhuji. Really, thanks to you. So self-manifested Radharaman Shila from the Shaligram Shilas. Any questions or anybody would like to add any points?
So
Yeah.
Shinkara Mataji has question, right?
Oh yeah, Mataji, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, so I had to ask, like, for the Shaligram part, like, can females not do the puja of the Shaligrams?
That's interesting. No, in our temple, even Mataji, see what happens is that I don't have a clear, I don't know much about that. But in our temple, we have Mataji, she serves, she has Shaligram Shilas. And also, see, when you're Gruhastha, men worships, but women, I'm not sure about that, Mataji. But she is like a sannyasi, okay? She is in the temple, So, yeah, I
Okay.
think,
And
Shaligram worship to very high standards.
yeah, Haridas Prabhu has Prabhu, and he was doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. Haridas Prabhu has it. I'm not sure about the women, but one Mataji has, but she's like a sannyasi, So, yeah. But anyway, I mean, for us, even I don't worship. Don't worry about worshipping the information, but we can have a nice Radha Krishna picture at home. That should take care of us. Okay. Yeah.
So, Prabhuji, is Giriraj Swami another form of a Shila?
Giriraj? Yeah, correct. They called, I think you might have seen in Govardhan Lord's place, right, Manu Prabhu?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Giriraj, that's true. That's the Shaligram Shila. So Giriraj. It's called Giriraj, when you go to Vrindavan, when you start our yatra, there is a ISKCON Vrindavan, ISKCON Govardhan. Ashta Krishna Maharaj is the temple president there. And if you go there in the temple, we have 2 big Shaligram Shilas of Krishna and Balram. You are right. Those Shilas are correct. I think you might have seen in Govardhan last place, right?
Yes.
Yes, correct. Those are the Shaligram Shilas, yes. Yeah. When Maharaj comes, he brings it. Yeah. Most of the Maharajas also, what they do is, because they are mendicants, right? The sannyasis, they move here and there. They have the Shaligram Shilas. Easy to worship them. But, and again, as Jagadish Prabhu said, high standards. So because sannyasis, they have already high standards. The worship Shaligram Shilas, easy to carry them wherever. Small, like small rock pieces. Yeah. My spiritual master used to have big, beautiful deities of Radha Krishna. I think this, what is that? This Vrindas. What is that? Your god brother is there, right? Ravals house. They have my spiritual master's deities in their house. He gave it to them some time back. So, but he has Shaligram Shila. So these Maharajas are like, all of them are very, very nicely. The Shaligram Shila is very high standards, and yeah, maybe Jagdish Prabhu, you can put the picture. We can see, how Shaligram
Yeah,
Shila.
bro, I see Guru Maharaj carrying the personal, the Saligram bags and all. He never put here and there.
Absolutely.
Very high standards.
Very high standards.
Even Prabhu, just to adding that from this, see that how Gopal father called the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his home and just eating the remnants and see the effect. That's why I'm hearing one katha. He's a Indra Swami. No Swami. He's a Indra.
Swami.
No, he's not Swami. He's a kathakar from Vrindavan. He start from Indra. I forgot the full name.
Oh,
So
Indresh Prabhu. Indresh.
yeah, Indresh Prabhu. I
He
think.
got just married in Jaipur.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, my wife listens to him every day, so whole day.
So उनकी ये कथा है. तो ही वॉज सेइंग वेरी सिंपल कि भक्ति कितनी इजी है गृहस्था के लिए. तो बोलते सिर्फ गृहस्था को 4 चीजें करनी है. वेरी सिंपल. क्या है? किसी डिवोटी को घर पे बुलाओ, इनवाइट करो, प्रोग्राम करवाओ और उनको प्रसाद खिला दो. वेरी सिंपल. अगर तुम्हारे घर पे वैष्णव आ रहे हैं तो वो बोलते हैं कि उनके जो बैक्टीरिया है, जो आप घर प्रसाद लेते हैं, बैक्टीरिया छोड़ते हैं, तो बच्चों पर अफेक्ट आता है भक्ति का. तो दिस इज सिंपल वे टू इंक्रीज भक्ति इन द होम. इनवाइट द वैष्णव. अगर तुम दरवाजे नहीं खोलोगे अपने, तो वो बोलते हैं भक्ति ही नहीं. इवन जो बीमारी भी है नॉर्मल है, कोविड है, ये भी बैक्टीरिया से ही फैलता है. जब कोई बीमार आएगा पर्सन आपके घर पे कोविड वाला, तो कोविड फैला के जाएगा. जब कोई भक्त आएगा तो भक्ति फैला के जाएगा. वेरी सिंपल. इनवाइट करो अपने घर पे, प्रसाद खिलाओ, कथा सुनो. गृहस्था के लिए यही भक्ति है.
Absolutely. You brought a very good point. In early days of ISKCON, when we didn't have a temple, I'm talking about 2005, 6, 7, 8, 10, 9, like that. All the Maharajas we used to come, we used to serve them personally. Rompa Swami, Jayadeva Maharaj, my spiritual master. There's one Maharaj from California. Datta Prabhu used to take his association in somewhere. What is his name? I forgot. Dhanvir Goswami Maharaj. Then one time Bhakti Vikas Maharaj from England, he came like 4 or 5 people. He's waiting outside in our house because we both went to work. When he came, we opened the doors. They came, they stayed overnight. I mean, I'm not trying to boast it. We are so fortunate to serving all the Maharajas in early days of this. We didn't have any place to stay. And as Prabhu said that when Vaishnava comes home, he doesn't come with empty hands. He brings Krishna with him. Because these Vaishnavas carry Krishna in their heart all the time, 24/7. Krishna. Vaishnava coming home is as Krishna coming our home. That's why he has a home programs. Bhakti comes like that. Kids, when we serve, kids also learn how to serve them. And when we become
देखते हैं प्रभु उनका, they come, they touch their the head, they वो सर्विस करते हैं.
Yeah.
So that enough for Vaishnava to deliver.
So
Gilans for Vaishnava.
every family has to learn how to serve Vaishnavas. You can serving Vaishnavas, you can please Krishna. How to please Krishna means please Vaishnavas. That's it.
गुरु की कथा मीराबाई के ऊपर है प्रभु जी. वो कथा, उस कथा में बीच में वो बोलते हैं कि मीराबाई के घर पे साधु संत आते थे, तो उनके फादर सिर्फ उनकी सेवा करते थे. तो उनकी सेवा का ही इफेक्ट था कि मीराबाई की भक्ति इतनी आगे गई.
Absolutely.
फिर वो गृहस्था के लिए बोलते हैं ना, गृहस्था ना तो शालिग्राम वर्शिप कर सकते हैं, ना डीटी वर्शिप हाई स्टैंडर्ड कर सकते हैं, सिर्फ सिंपल डिवोटी को बुलाएं, उनकी सेवा करें, यही गृहस्था के लिए भक्ति है।
Beautiful, very nice.
और वो तो यहाँ तक भी बोलते हैं कि अगर आपके घर पे कोई विद इन वीक और 2 वीक तक कोई नहीं आया है तो सोच लो कुछ गड़बड़ है, कॉल करो, बुलाओ जबरदस्ती के, प्लीज हमारे घर पे आ जाओ। उनकी टिकट करो, उनको बुलाओ। तो बताओ, इतनी सिंपल भक्ति है फिर भी डर लगता है लोगों को।
तो किसके पास टाइम नहीं है, वो इसलिए। Okay, dear devotees, anybody has any questions or anybody wants to any more points except me and Jagadishim Prabhu? Okay, all good. Gopal Krishna, Gopal Bhatta Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
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 Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Bye.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.